So Terry Francona, a year off, back managing. How you feeling?
Well, so far, I mean, we haven't lost a game yet. It's pretty good. No, it's been good. I wasn't pleased with how I felt I was doing the job the last while in Cleveland. And when you probably know it's time, you're probably a little late doing it. I mean, and the guys were always great to me. Don't get me wrong. I never left because I was disappointed only in myself. But when these guys came, I was in a place physically where I started to really enjoy the conversation we were having. And if I'm going to do this job, because it's a hard job, don't get me wrong, I love it, but I want to be able to do it right, and I think I can. And I've talked to the coaches already a little bit, like, hey, there probably be a day or so every once in a while I got to get off my legs, but I don't want to put too much on the coaches. That's not fair. It's not right.
During that year off, what was some of the reflection for you? Like, was there a moment when you said, "Yes, I'm going to come back"? What was the reflection like?
When I talked to Nick and Brad in my living room, not until then. I had a wonderful year. I really did. When you don't miss it, especially as much as I love the game, I needed it. I was so beat up physically that then it starts to affect you mentally, starts wearing on your patience, and that's not those are not good attributes for being a manager.
One of those good things last year, you were inducted in the Arizona Sports Hall of Fame for your time at U of A. What was that like? I actually helped put those videos together. They put together at the ceremony. Yeah, it was an incredible time to put that together.
You know what? I'm probably getting to an age where I enjoyed listening to the other people talk, probably more than maybe, and I was honored, but I think the ASU women's basketball coach was there, and uh, I really got a big kick out of that.
Was it nice just seeing some of the other guys? Even I know he was a Sun Devil, but Pedroia getting in, you get to play with him. Coach him in Boston. What was that like?
You know what? I mean, when people talk to me or ask me questions about guys that play the game right, he's usually my first answer. So I got to spend some time in Florida. We were at Ortiz's golf tournament. It was a weekend thing, and he and Kelly were there, and we hung out every night and we laughed. He's so special to me that I don't care. He went to ASU. He's one of the most special guys I've ever been around.
Your health stuff. I know the surgeries you've had over the years. You touched on how you've told your coaches. There might be some days you got to get off your legs. How are you planning on managing that this year?
I'm not so unrealistic to know that, it's easy to say on day 3, I feel great. When we get into the grind of it, I'm going to have to keep aware of it, and try to stay on top of it, because it's reality. I'm kind of beat up. I have some circulation problems because of the blood clots, and when I get off a plane, it can be hard. So even now in spring training, I get off my feet at night, I get my legs up so I can try to feel good the next day.
What are some of the routines along with that you have to either stop doing or start doing, continue doing? What are some things that you're focusing on?
That was continue is the big thing. Is we have an Alter G at the ballpark, which is like a treadmill where you can take some of your weight off. I run on that every morning. I've been swimming, which I always do. We have a gal that works for us. She's a movement. She's been trying to help me. And I'm probably not afraid to try to do some things maybe that I used to think, because I do want to feel good. So I'm working at it.
A lot of players are doing a lot of probably similar things. How does it feel to be like them? Because when you played, a lot of this stuff wasn't.
They do it a little different than me. I'm the guy that when I get off that, what they call reformer, she has to help me up. Our guys bounce up. It's a little different.
It looks different, but similar stuff, right?
They have, you know what? I don't poo-poo that stuff. I'm not the guy that was like, hey, it's not like we used to do it. They're way more athletic than we were. They're way more in better shape. They can do some things I only dreamt about doing.
Last thing I got for you, you've got a fun spring training here in the Cactus League. People are coming out from Cincinnati to watch you guys play, coming to Goodyear Ballpark. What are some things that they should expect this year?
I tell people a lot of times, like, other than the playoffs, because the playoffs are awesome, but spring training is the best time if you're going to bring out like your kids or watch a game. Weather's good. You can sit on the bank if you want, or, the players. I mean, I know there's guys competing for jobs, but the proximity of the fans to the players. You can get autographs. The players aren't so dialed in that heck, it's game time and we have to win today. I think if I was a fan, that's when I'd want to come see a game.
Well, Terry, thank you so much. Good luck this year.